What's going on, beautiful people? My name's Brian Turner. This is my girlfriend, Sammy Grimm. We wanted some new adventures in our life, so we decided to live in our Toyota Sienna and travel the country. I hope you'll join us on all our wacky adventures. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We appreciate it. In this episode, we fly to LA for our friend's surprise proposal. I get a second tattoo and Sammy gets her first. I admit to some deep changes about me, and someone tries to break into our van. Let's get into it. So for those of you who don't know, Sammy has endometriosis, which basically means her ovaries grow scar tissue and it hurts like a... It got so bad we ended up going to the urgent care room and they did all that they could, which wasn't a lot, but Sammy powered through it because then we had to catch a plane to fly down and meet our friends in LA.
Giant handful.
Good. I love pickles. Damn it, LA. I knew I loved you for some reason.
So good.
Get in my mouth, TTLA. It's like they make them better here.
They do.
The ones up in Oregon? W. O. W.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bianca. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, I think I made my point. This weekend was really fun. But what happened is that it was Bianca Taylor's birthday, but secretly, Nehemiah was going to propose to her. So after we all partied and danced the night before in a party bus and at the Abbey in LA, today we all dressed as fairies and goblins per Bianca's request. Then outside we all gathered around Bianca and meditated. When we opened our eyes, Nehemiah was on his knee with the ring. It was like a scene out of a movie. So glad we were able to be there. And then it was another night of celebration, which I failed to record anything because I was partying and having a good time. But the next day, Bianca's childhood best friend Blade was giving out tattoos for anyone who wanted them, so I got my second tattoo in my life, one that I've wanted for a while. So this is the second tattoo I've ever gotten. It's crazy because I literally didn't ever think I would get tattoos. It was really hard just to convince myself to get the first one. And you know, as they say, like the dam breaks, and I want 1 million tattoos. So this is wealth and abundance. This is a mantra that I say literally every morning, every night. Basically it goes like this: wealth and abundance comes to me in all things, from friendships to relationships to my feelings, my moods, to opportunities in my life to have fun and do things that I love, in passion, in career, in finances, in literally every area and every aspect of my life, because your words are powerful. So when you speak that into existence, you basically open up a channel for that to flow to you. And so I really wanted to put it on my skin. It's in my brain, so I figured, why not put it on my skin?
I got 2 tattoos, but this one on my lip, you can go to my Instagram to see that one because I'm not going to share it on Brian's video.
It's R-rated.
My second one is dedicated to Brian. I really wanted to get something for him, and I wanted to get his name, but Brian was like, you shouldn't get my name, get something else. So
Names are so played out.
yeah, so I got, should I show him?
You can show them.
So I got Daddy, because I call Brian Daddy. If you know us, you know that. So I got it on my butt.
I got it on my butt. All nonchalant, all cavalier. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So, a lot of delicious vegan food and a ton of fun later. We drove up to Santa Monica in a rental car to visit a special fun friend of ours for a few days, and then we flew back to Gold Bar, Washington to visit my real-life brother who really loves off-roading.
We are Froden.
Froden.
Froden,
Froden, bro.
Froden, bro.
Should I climb that?
You already did. Your mom's gonna be like, what the heck?
Yeah, my mom is gonna have a heart attack while she watches that.
Yeah.
Oh, you climbed that too?
Yeah, I got pictures.
But did you take a poop in the forest? So I climbed the ladder, and Sammy,
Pooped in the forest.
I'm showing him where you poop. Where are we, babe?
I forget what it's called. Something falls.
Nailed it. I actually don't know what it is either. It's Snoqualmie Falls.
Something broke.
Track bar broke.
Track bar,
What
yeah.
did it feel like?
It was like
Did you think we're gonna die?
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we're making it down the mountain, and then all of a sudden, the Jeep is just wobbling back and forth, left and right. Now we got a tow truck to get back. A couple hours, and then we'll be home. Spending a few days with my brother Calvin was really important to me. I grew up super close to Calvin, literally playing hours of video games every day. But then we sort of grew apart as I became an adult, you know, like people do. But lately I've really been feeling pulled to grow a relationship closer. So again, the van life adventure lends a hand in allowing me to grow myself and also have good things come to me. So a lot of nostalgic video games, a good bit of beautiful Washington hikes later, and we were ready to be on the road again. This time to Spokane, Washington. Let's go. Yeah, so if you remember in the first episode, maybe you haven't seen it, we did a full tour. So if you want to see all the features of what's going on with the van, you want to see like how the van works and literally every aspect, every inch of how we made this van work, you can check that out on episode 1. But I gotta tell you, after flying a bunch of places, and you know the conveniences of being in a friend's house or in a rental, all that stuff is nice, but it feels good to be back in the van. It's something I actually crave a lot now. And this box has made it all possible. If we didn't have this box, none of this, we just have a mattress in there, and I think I'd be burnt out by this point.
Yeah.
Not sponsored at all, but I just wanted to shout out Riverleaf, which is the company that made this box. If you are trying to convert a minivan, you should get a Riverleaf.
So, this is our fry pan station that pulls out, which is very convenient. And then this is opens. This is where we keep like our hot sauces, silverware, cans. And we use this literally every day because we cook every day. And then we have this that pulls out all the way. And we have like our water, some spices. This accidentally fell off. We actually have to like glue it back, but it is convenient when it works. And then we have this drawer that opens all the way out, and you can use this as a cutting board if you'd like as well. And then this opens up. This has like our measuring cups, our strainers, plastic bags, and then our bed sits on top of this box. Yeah, so this is our platform for the bed, and then that gives us space underneath, so we like fit our fridge in there and like our laptops and all that good stuff. So
Definitely would not have been sustainable.
yeah, for sure.
But this,
It works.
we got a great,
Yeah,
we
it
have a
works
super good
perfectly.
system. We charge up our batteries inside of gyms. Takes us for 5 days. Do it again, rinse and repeat. Lets us go all over America. It's
Yeah.
freaking dope, dude.
It's awesome.
We're freaking awesome. Now, I talk about my own growth in these episodes a lot, but Sammy has been able to grow a lot too. Recently, she started going to the gym for the last few weeks straight, and it has made me so stoked. Obviously, it's overall fantastic for your health, but it's also great for your mentality. And as a vegan coach, it's always fun to take people through your workouts, push them, and see them get excited about how quickly the results come, especially when it's your lady. So overall, a fantastic start to the day, and then this happened. Yo, so the craziest thing happened while we were at that lake with that bathing suit on. The craziest thing happened when we were at that lake. This lady slut-shamed Sammy.
Yeah, she did.
This lady literally tried to throw Sammy out.
I'm standing there minding my own business, trying to take photos of Brian, and I'm like in the zone, you know? AutoZone. And this lady comes up to me. This is a family beach. You should not be wearing that. And it like took me by surprise because I was not expecting that. And Brian was like, what, a bathing suit? And I was like, yeah. And then she walked away.
This lady had to have been watching us for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then afterwards just giving us really dirty looks.
Yeah.
But how good is that, right?
So funny.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because humans have bodies. You should not be ashamed that you exist. What?
You literally come out of a vagina. Like, why are people so weird about that kind of stuff? We were just talking about like how weird it is that especially women like have such a problem with what other women are wearing and stuff when it's like it's just a body.
This lady had to have been seething, just watching us and waiting for us to get close to the sand so she could walk up and say that.
Yeah.
And we thought we would share our adventures with you with that little story.
Yep.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk. Spokane was a fun little pit stop so that we could get a bunch of work done, but of course, you can always count on Sammy to spot a Halloween store.
Spirit Halloween! I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this.
What if they're not open yet?
Babe, I'll be so upset.
You little monsters have been carving up my friends for years. Now it's my turn to make a jack-o'-lantern from your head.
I can't wait till we have our own house so we can decorate with this stuff.
It's gonna be ridiculous. You're gonna take over Halloween decorations, and I'm gonna take over Christmas decorations.
Babe, I need this.
Wow.
Babe, I really need this.
Why do you need that?
Because it's Oogie Boogie.
You don't need that. You already have so many plushies in the van. There's no space for
I
that.
don't have any plushies in the van.
You have a giant big pillow that takes up half of the bed. You end up sleeping on my side of the bed because the pillow's so big.
Babe, I really need this. I'll sleep with it like this.
What about the other pillow? You're gonna keep coming closer to me.
No, I'll put him on this side.
This is 100% what we should dress up for.
Yeah.
Halloween as. Oh, it's not a Furby. It's Gremlins.
It's from Gremlins, yeah.
I thought it was Furby, which would have been cool too.
Yeah, it would have been cooler if it was Furby.
It'd been cooler if it was Furbies. This is pretty badass. If you were wearing this in the middle of the night, not on Halloween, and just staring at people, it'd be pretty creepy.
Oogie Boogie.
Oh, so I bought it for you after all.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, you knew I was gonna get it for you. You guys know how much I like things clean and minimal, but I can never say no to Sammy's plushie addiction. So she got what she wanted, and we were back to the park for the night. All right, so we've kind of found a rhythm, which is really nice. A lot of times in towns, we'll go to Planet Fitness. It's like a sure bet because they're 24 hours a lot of times. You can sleep in the parking lot, but we will look for parks, and a lot of times we'll find some sweet parks. The one right now is called Olmsted Park in Spokane, Washington. It's actually really pretty. We have the actual park, and then to our left we have like this really nice view, which at night like really lights up with all these different lights from all the different houses, which is really cool. Super low key. It seems like nobody cares that we're over here. Actually, some guy just came up and was talking to me. He was like, "Sick rig, dude." that was pretty affirming that we're in the right place. A lot of you have also asked how we stay dutiful with our unexpected surprise duties. What are you doing?
Pooping.
People always ask us, how do you poop in the middle of nowhere?
And this is how.
This is how. Look.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? In a neighborhood.
Amazing. And then can I also get a cupcake as well, please?
So the waitress lady was like, "Hey, I heard you guys say that we did something what did we do?
Yeah, it was really weird.
And what we had said on our cell phone, because we were doing an Instagram story, is we were like, oh, we'll tell you guys later because we saw them do something. Potatoes are really good though.
Guys, what thing did you do? I'm dying to know.
What's that?
I heard you say we did a thing.
What's that?
When I was walking by, did you say to your camera, we did a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we probably did, but we're vlogging, so I say a lot of stuff.
Something exciting.
Oh, you're like, what is it?
Oh, I never know. I don't know. And then what we meant is after she asked us if we wanted it heated, and we were like, of course.
Yeah.
But we didn't know she was going to put it in the microwave.
Yeah, we were like,
Like at a restaurant.
At a restaurant?
It was weird. And I didn't want to say it out loud, so I said I'll tell you guys later.
yeah, and then she like totally called us out, and we were like, oh, I don't know.
So, didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
You microwaved our food.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
It was alright.
Yeah,
Like
it was okay.
7 out of 10.
Yeah. I wouldn't go back.
Love camping at places with rivers and creeks. And that is a nice little creek. It
Yeah.
smells good. You smell it?
Yeah, it smells really good here.
Nature. What do you think about Montana so far?
It's gorgeous. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I thought Montana was all flat, but
Yeah,
it's
me
actually
too.
really pretty.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty.
Ready to eat? So recently I was talking with my friend Amanda Bucci about kind of the creator mindset and the idea that people come follow you for whatever version they follow you for, whether that's for fitness or veganism or in the past acne, whatever version of you that you're sharing at the moment. But then they get really kind of addicted to that person that they met, or they kind of hold you in this frozen, suspended state of that's who they followed you for, really, like that version of you. And then as you grow and you become a different version of you, their vision of you kind of falls out of alignment with what they expect. And then they say that you aren't being true to yourself, right? So that's what I want to talk about is I've changed a lot. And for some people, that's very, very uncomfortable. And I'm in the middle of growing and changing even more. So if you've been following for a decent amount of time, you know that recently I just helped my parents retire and move from San Diego to Arizona in a small town called Kingman. And really the whole process took a long time, like quite a few months. I think it was like a 9-month in total project, maybe a little bit more. But every time we get close to what we thought the deadline was, or like the end date of everything being finished, the deadline would move farther back. And so I kind of felt stuck. And what I mean by that is I was just absolutely so ready and just desiring a change, like a chapter end and a new chapter beginning, because I just really knew that there was going to be a lot of growth coming, and I was just really called towards this van life thing that I've been thinking about and talking about and showing you guys for like the last 6 or 7 episodes. So during this phase where I was feeling kind of stuck, it was affecting other areas of my life. Like literally my body was feeling tighter. Like I was stressed a bit more. My emotions weren't quite where I wanted them to be in terms of like being inspired and creating out of joy, right? I just felt really stuck. But more importantly, I knew that I wanted to finish that project, and we did. And it made me so extremely happy. And then it really did happen where that chapter ended and I felt like everything was tucked away the way it should be. Now, when you put yourself in a different situation where you're opening yourself to new experiences and adventures, but also marrying that in with all these like high vibrational positive feelings, I feel like it really is an incubator for growth. And that's exactly where I feel like I've been. A lot of things have changed just in the last 90 to 100 days. For me, these last 100 days have felt like a year. Or like 2 years. When I think back on what happened last month, I'm like, that feels like an eternity ago. And so quickly, has growth and change happen because one, I was yearning for it, and two, I feel like I'm in this incubator that's just helping that growth happen quicker. I mean, so many things have happened. Literally, I have 2 tattoos now, right? It took me forever just to grapple with the idea of getting 1 tattoo and immediately got the second one. And now I want a bunch more. I mean, if you follow me and Sammy on Instagram, then you know that we've also had a ton of growth in our relationship, and we're very open about it, and we've gotten a lot of backlash for that, but we're very open about the growth and the changes in our relationship. Some of them people don't agree with just because they're not, along with the norm. But also there's been a lot of growth, literally, like I'm learning to speak Spanish. Me and Sammy are taking lessons every single night, but also mentally or spiritually. There's been a lot of spiritual growth in the way that I think about myself and my future. But for me, these are all great things. This growth, this new person that I'm growing into, I couldn't be more excited about because I really feel like I'm leveling up. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this with you guys is because when someone changes a lot, it can be really uncomfortable, especially if you think about like a friend of yours. When they go traveling for a long time in another country, they come back and they start speaking in a different way, or they're completely into a whole different sport or hobby or religion or whatever, right? And it feels like the person you knew is no longer the same person that you're interacting with. I feel like that is how some of you guys feel about me. I've gotten a good amount of backlash. I get these DMs, these messages where people basically just say that I'm crazy or I'm faking it, or I'm just not the same person that I used to be, or I need to go back to doing what I used to do with my content. And while I completely understand that point of view, one thing that I've learned over the years, especially as a content creator, creating content that evolves and changes as I do, is that when I try to freeze myself in time to make people happy who followed me for a previous version of myself, I don't feel like I'm creating genuinely or truthfully. I feel like I'm trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. I feel like I'm trying to create from this past version of myself when I'm using this new updated iOS. And so for me, creating content that resonates with me at the current version of myself, where I'm sharing as authentically as possible, sharing things that inspire me, sharing and creating projects that make me excited to create them, and also to share them hoping that they will connect with people who are on the same journey as me, or inspire people to get on that same journey, or just motivate people who are interested in trying out the things that I've been trying out. That is what makes me excited to make content. And that is a big shift from when I was in Arizona, kind of in that stuck state. It's been a huge difference. And I think you guys have probably seen the quality of the content, the amount of me that I'm putting into my content has increased massively. I wanted to sit here and just open up what my mind is thinking right now and kind of where I am. I absolutely see so much more growth in my path in terms of all those things that I was talking about before, especially spirituality. It's something that's really, really changed. And the way I'm thinking about how I'm creating my life, and how literally my thoughts and my words are so powerful and absolutely pave the path that I go on. And so the words that I use, they have to be true and they have to resonate with me. And that's part of why I wanted to share this with you guys. So you'll probably see even more growth because this is 100 days in. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk here at this beautiful lake called McDonald Lake in Glacier, Montana. Excited to share all of that with you, but I just want to pre-warn you. Your boy is going through a big growth phase and I'm very excited about it. And I hope you'll come along with me. Sam is flipping me off. Okay, that's enough getting deep. Love you guys. I didn't quite have time to show you the lady that tried breaking into our van, but I will in the next episode, along with our adventures in Glacier, having the van break, and a whole lot more. Subscribe with notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.